Video. I'm a little bit stressed because I'm holding the camera weird. So let's turn this around. Today, I will be showing off a Pokemon, a group of Pokemon I drew from the last year and this year. And I want you to know, I'm no artist. I am artistically inept because I have very shaky hands. Also, I'm not very good with names, so a lot of these are going to be stupid. And finally, I blatantly ripped off a lot of Pokemon, which you will realize once you watch this video. And I drew the evolutions on different pages, so we're starting off with Mapleia, which is a maple leaf. That's kind of apparent. I didn't color any of these. I'm too lazy to do that. Mapleia, which is the grass starter, evolves into Branchion. I didn't want to make it very easy to spell. Which is, as you can see, a floating branch. I do a lot of floating Pokemon, so you're going to see a lot of ghost types. Then you do Treigent, which is a blatant rip-off of Trevenant. But it's mega cool. It's a dark type because I knew it was too similar to Trevenant. I was gonna make it a ghost type, but I made it a dark type instead. It's mega cool though because it has like a different Pokemon living inside of it. It's the same. Type. I'm not good when it comes to anything writing or art. Okay. I drew this all in a graph paper book because I had nothing else to draw on. Fire type's next. This is the starter. The other two starters are kind of stupid. This is the set of starters I actually like. Turchanian. It's a small torch. Campfiren, which is a floating campfire. It like turns on its side and then kind of extends and shoots fire out of the top, which I find cool. Malaforge, which is one of my favorites. Malicious Forge. It's a fire and steel type starter. And then it evolves into, it gets a head. I didn't really make it how I wanted. I was going to give it a face on the bottom, now that I'm thinking about what I actually should have done. I'm not very good with hands. Mostly, if I draw hands, I draw like spiky hands, because those are the easiest to draw. The water types are a blatant rip-off of Popplio's line. You have Wavio. It's just Popplio. It's a lion too. It's a sea lion. It's just Popplio, but wave instead. I drew that one kind of good though, because I had someone draw it for me. Help me draw it. It evolves into Wavasire, which is kind of cool because it's like a knight. It's much better than Corvisquire, which is a squire. It's just a sire. And then you have Oceanon, which is boring. For some reason, its feet are really weird too. And its Mega Evolution just looks stupid. It just looks stupid. It's just a big fat wavy thing. Stupid. The next couple are just electric. It's literally called Electon. It's just electricity. The next one's cool though. One of my friend's brothers came up with this. It's a Electrocell. It's a steel and electric type. It's a battery that has plasma energy coming off of it, which I find is much better than the thing it evolves it from. And now these two are personally some of my favorites. Water fighting type, Duelafish. You're going to see a lot of steel types because they're my favorite types. You're going to see a lot of them. Duelafish, it's a dueling swordfish. And, what do I call it? Sawweimer? Sawweimer? I think it's Sawweimer. It's a sawfish with wings for some reason. I'm not good at drawing tails either. These are also some of my favorites. Again, steel type. Ghost and ground type, Wheelst. It's a tricycle wheel. No wait. That one has the name tricycle in it, but the other one's a tricycle wheel. Tricylon is the one that has the name tricycle in it. Again, ghost and ground. And I haven't seen these anymore. Distractolor? Should have been, no, it's Destructolor. There we go, Destructolor. It's one of those road things, the things that pave the road. They even out the paving. They roll it up and even out the paving with it. I found it kind of cool. And the region that these are from, I called Ornavon. So you're gonna see some Ornavonian, regional variants. Duttorm, it's a dust storm. It's a tiny, like a dust devil. Ground flying type. Vorcado, which I renamed. It's a pure flying type. And they evolve into Hurricanos, which I like. It's a hurricane. It's a flying electric type. And then Mega Hurricanos, which I think is I think I was gonna make it a flying and water type, but I didn't want all the different Pokemon to be different types. I have Ornavine Geodude, 4 arms. Ornavine Graveler, 6 arms. Ornavine Golem, 4 arms, 4 legs. They're all fighting types because Rock and Fighting's a cool type. And they're blue for some reason. I don't know why I decided to make them blue. I came up with this one a little while after I came up with the Ornavine region. Citranky. It's a citrus monkey, grass and fairy type. This is, I think, this isn't before Gen 7. Persimape, a persimmon ape, grass and fighting type. And Gorillamon, Gorilla Lemon, grass and fighting type, which I find a quite cool Pokemon. Not my best. This is the classic bird, Mockingjay, normal flying. I don't know what I actually meant by it. Is this a Mockingjay? That's a book. It's just a mockingbird. Poizard, poison flying. It's just a poison bird. Or poison, I think that's what it was, this poison bird. And then Acidoc. Acid Hawk. Not very good with names. This is another one of my favorites and one of the simplest ones. And I thought this was a steel type too. Nope. Laserello. I don't know what the Elo came from. I just didn't want it to be laser. It's an electric fire type. All 4 of these things are its eyes. And it's made up of red lasers. And they all can come off kind of like the Death Star and fire. I find it cool. What's this one? Electric. That's already a Pokemon. How did I come up with the name of a different Pokemon? And forget that it's a Pokemon? Yeah, but Electric's already a Pokemon. I just made a different electric eel. Okay. These are a couple that I came up with. They're shrimps. Banimp, Banner Shrimp, water normal. And Shrimpoker. It's, I don't remember. Rocker, maybe? I don't remember, but it also has a banner. It's a rotter and rock. I don't remember what I did with that, but I did something. Jellibolt. This took direct inspiration from every other. I just drew this down because I thought it looked cool, but it's not mine at all. Because a lot of other people have made the exact same thing. I just copied other people. I found it. I just find it cool, so I decided to write it down. This is this is Pud, Pig Mud, normal ground. Swinnerground, normal ground. Swinderground, like underground. Okay, yeah, that's better than I thought it was. Drattery, my dragon electric type, which I find is kind of a cool name. Drattery, dragon battery. These are a couple that I came up with after. I came up with these a couple of weeks ago. Brinom, the poison brim. I think it's brim poison because brim venom. Because I was going to Mississippi to go fishing with my grandfather. I decided to make a couple Pokemon based on stuff we see down there. And then you have Poisearch, which is again a water poison type. It's a perch. Poison perch. This one's a side view one. Serpomium. It's It looks weird. It's a snake that covers itself with metal, kind of like Iron Defense. It covers itself with a metal layer to protect against its enemies. It's a steel and water type. Again, steel. I am really good at steel types. Garp, it's a cute Garp. It's supposed to just be a kind of weak little fish Pokemon. And then it becomes Frigar, the Frigate Gar. It's literally like a space, it's like a battleship. It has a giant electricity cannon, that's what makes it an electric type. It has a giant electricity cannon attached to it. It also would have worked as a water steel type, but this is, one second. Did I miss a page? No, this is something else. Here we go. Bolthrometric, I think it's supposed to be an evolution. It is. It's supposed to be an evolution of Electrode. It's an Electrode that has the colors kind of made into like a pattern, and then an engine attached to the back. It used all that explosive power to make something else. Hitmon Crash, it's a Hitmon that I made up. It basically just belly flops into stuff. I also made a Ornivanian region versions of all the other Hitmons, but I didn't draw them down because that'd be very bad. Turtand, it's a little turtle with tiny little fins, because it's a steel and ground type. It wants to go into water. It wants to be a water type. This is one of the ones I came up with an actual good backstory. It wants to be able to swim, but it can't because it's a tortoise. Tortoises can't swim. Hydurtle, it grew fins, but the fins made it look weird, so it hides from everyone. It's a ground and water type. And eventually once it becomes okay with its mutations, it becomes Turfree. Whereas headphones, for some reason, because I messed up, I just made them headphones. And it's free to do it at once, because it feels okay with how it is now. So it's a water and fairy type, which I find nice. I realize I haven't made any psychic types in this book yet. And this is, I think, the last one. Director. Now this one is weird. It's a globe, okay? It's a globe that's found in caves, and it can direct people to different minerals. And it actually has 3 forms. It has its bronze form, which directs you to less valuable stuff, silver form, which directs you to more valuable stuff, and gold form, which directs you to the most valuable stuff. And I came up, it's Steel Rock, again, another steel type. I came up with its shinies too. It's copper shiny. No, it is copper. Its copper version has a shiny that's bronze instead, so kind of a greener color. The silver shiny has a color similar to silver ore, which is a really, really dark gray with shiny blue bits in it. And the gold one is rose gold. And I think that's the last one. I might have some more. Nope, a couple more. I was trying to make like a wolf Pokemon, but I was really bad at drawing it. It ended up looking like a bird. So eventually I settled for a bird. Pecorona. Pecorona. Kind of like, it's based on the corona of the sun and pecking. It has a bunch of sun symbols on it. And it has plasma coming off of it, because it comes from the sun. It lives in the atmosphere of the sun. Oh yeah, this is a legendary. I'm good at making flying types. Chromerald. Crow and Emerald. It's a flying and rock type. And it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's made up of all these tiny crystals. And if one of them gets injured, the entire thing shatters like this. And that's how most people have seen it, so that's how they drew it in the Pokedex, I suppose. I came up with that on the spot, and it sounded pretty good. Okay, that's about it. Yep. I'm pretty bad at drawing. Bye.